can't tell the story of African Americans in the United States without a discussion of food. In fact, the new museum has devoted an exhibition to the glorious topic that features 4 distinguished chefs. Only 4. And one of them is Savannah's own Joe Randall. Chef Joe points out that the rise of the culinary arts in the black community is a lot like the rise of blacks in America. What started as the lowest place on the ladder is now celebrated for its achievements.
This thing that is now so popular to foodies, people on television, this used to be domestic work. So there were, you know, my Caucasian brothers who never thought of raising their kids to go become domestics. It was something that was relegated to West Indians and African Americans, and the only other folks in the industry were Europeans who had been in apprenticeships and learned and came to this country. In the Northeast, the Greeks ran most of the diners, most of the restaurants. But I distinctly remember hearing around 1964, when President Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act, one of the first things I heard out of some African American leaders' mouths was, "We don't have to work in your restaurants no more." And that was based on, it was long hours, hard work, and low wages. And they wanted to do better, wanted their children to do better than they did. So over the last, 1977, the U.S. Department of Labor reclassified chefs from domestic to professionals. And then everybody, doctors sending their kids to culinary school to open up restaurants, and people who had never thought about being in the business. So it was kind of African Americans kind of went in another direction. We've been in the kitchen all our lives. We want to try some of these other new avenues. And so thus, Mashama's parents were not pleased when she wanted to go to culinary school, when she had a job as a social worker, had a degree in sociology. And I've met many chefs that some of them had to go get a degree because their parents insisted that they get educated. And then as soon as they did what their parents wanted, then they went and did what they want to do and went to college, culinary school. And now that they've become successful, the parents are a little bit more acceptable.
Chef Joe joins George Washington chef Hercules in the exhibition, as well as his good friend Edna Lewis, who wrote a celebrated cookbook that captured the flavor of the South.
We are revitalizing and preserving the culture of Southern cookery, and that was one of the things that she was very driven and inspired by. And all of these people came out to support Edna and support the Edna Lewis Foundation.
She's done a lot for the community of food and bev community. She was a trendsetter. In her day, she was a trendsetter, so it's more than an honor to honor one of our great ancestors in the culinary world. Oh, yeah.
Everybody should look forward to just hanging out and enjoying some good Southern victuals. Inspired by our great Edna Lewis. But now, even in the cookbook world, if you even look at our first book, before we had all those fancy cameras, and you look at how she wrote the book and how descriptive she was with her words, and you can smell a glass of bourbon on how she was telling you what she was cooking. I mean, I tell all my first cooks, go to Amazon, buy her first book if you want to know about Southern cooking, and then we'll see if you're serious about working in the kitchen.
Everything we do here at the Gray is touched by Edna Lewis. The more I learn about Southern food, farming, and distribution, it all points back to Edna Lewis. She is the recorder of a history that impacts my life on a daily basis here at the Gray. This history is slowly eroding unless we do something about it.
It is beautiful, delicious food, delicious. Everything I've had is beautiful. Very good. Glad I came.
Chef Joe's own mastery of the art of food came at the hem of his mom, who gave him wonderful food memories to inspire his chosen path.
So when we look at American cuisine and the thought of American food and the people that consume it in this country, we have to deal with the food and the people that were in the kitchen doing the cooking for many years, and beyond that, the origin of the food, if it was the Caribbean, if it was Africa, if it was Europe, France, all that comes together to become the culture of food. I was very fortunate. Some of my first feelings about food and first teas for the industry. My mother was a wonderful cook, and I can remember as a child Dr. Martin Luther King coming from Boston to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania to see my mother and my father. My mother fixed a wonderful dinner. I remember my father saying to my mother, "Pan, what you gonna fix for the preacher?" And Mama said, "All preachers like chicken." And she made fried chicken, mashed potatoes, green beans, and a little salad and some homemade pound cake and fresh berries. I remember that meal to this day.
Chef Joe's inclusion in the museum led to him spending a lot of time in Washington lately, time which has given him a chance to think about the journey of his people in America.
Seeing where we were to where we are, sometimes you wonder, how did we survive? You know, when I drive over to Charleston or drive up South Carolina, sometimes I look around and I wonder how they escaped. How did they get up north? Between the alligators and the water moccasins and on the run, you wonder if God was leading them, if it was the North Star that was guiding them. He must have kept waving, "Come on this way."
Thanks for joining us for this very special edition of Bounce Around Savannah from the nation's capital. We hope that you make a trip to D.C. to see this museum for yourself, but plan some time, though, because there are 40,000 donated items and 400,000 square feet. Good night, everyone.
And it feels good, so good, coming back again.